During this trip, we decided to pay a visit to Shingwedzi Camp, which is in the northern part of the Kruger Park. We will be entering here at Palabowa Gate, from where we will travel to Mopani Camp, and then from there to Shingwedzi. Can't wait to pay that camp a visit. It's on the Shingwedzi River. We will be there during the rainy season. After a lot of the rain has already fallen in the rainy season, and we expect to see quite a bit of water birds, elephant, buffalo activity around the riverine areas. Beautiful big trees, lovely landscape. Can't wait to get there. Elephants crossing the river, taking their time, playing in the water. There are more coming from that side. A lot of young ones in the herd as well. To Shingwedzi Camp, we're almost there. Beautiful lala palms, and we are now en route to the camp to find our bungalow for the night. The ones on the left are the older bungalows, and the ones on the right are the newer bungalows. Here's our bungalow. One of the renovated bungalows, because a few years ago there were floods in this area as well, and the Shingwedzi River came down and it washed away a lot of the bungalows with fridges and everything. Yeah, so let's go see. Our home for the next 4 nights. Small kitchenette, everything you need. Braai outside. Hubby brought the wood and the charcoal, and then the bedroom, 2 beds, aircon, definitely need this, fridge, and a bathroom. Now this is what a fire should look like. Getting ready for the T-bone steaks tonight. The meat is on the braai. Supper's almost ready. You have to get up. We're going for an early drive. Okay. Hubby is a coffee man, So he's going to put on a kettle to make us coffee. And we brought our Nespresso machine. We are packed and ready to go. Not one of us want to pose for the video camera this morning because we are still sleepy, but yes, we are en route to go look for anything exciting the bush might offer. We are going to do the Red Rocks Road, not too far, that starts off not too far from the camp. It's usually quite a dry area, but this year with the good rains, we're expecting it to have quite a bit of water, puddles and dammed up every here and there in between the rocks, so very excited to see what the area looks like. Red Rocks Road, yes. Let's go. A line of Matabele ants crossing the road, so we have to sit and wait patiently until the last one has crossed over. Quite a big ant. An impala ram with just one horn. He most probably lost it in a fight with another impala ram. Just see how extremely dense it is. There's hardly space for the car to move through the bushes. It's so dense. If you encounter a herd of elephant now, it's actually quite dangerous because you can't see where they are and they can be right next to the road, and all around you. You won't even know about it before you're right in the middle of the herd, which in general is okay, but if it's a breeding herd with young ones, then it can become quite tricky. Breakfast with a view. There's a track of a snake in the road. You can see it to the middle right of the picture. There it is. You can see clearly. Yeah, that must have been a big one. Huh? My word. Look at that.
Fresh this morning.
Yeah, very fresh. Huge tree on the river. Wow. Nature is just, the bush is just looking so beautiful, and the person is so expectant of seeing possibly anything. Lying in the shade of a tree. This is called the purple pod cluster leaf. Just look at this big hollow tree trunk. It must be home to many of the smaller animals like squirrel, lizards, and even birds or owls. It is a little bit warmer already, about 24 degrees Celsius, and we are still enjoying our morning drive. Aren't we, hubby?
Yes, dear.
We have alighted from the vehicle. You are allowed to get out here, and just checking to see whether we can see anything down there in the gorge. The red rocks lookout. Alight from your vehicle at own risk, because you're out here in the middle of the bush, and that is the sign that is up here of all the don't do's. And we'll get back into the car and see what else we can find. Southern ground hornbill. They are on the endangered species list. They're large birds and they can actually fly. They sleep in trees at night. They're like troops in the bush. They eat snakes, lizards. We have a visitor in the kitchen. He's sitting on the dish rag, and we actually have so many of them around, and I actually don't know its proper scientific name. Ooh, I have his full attention. I'm not afraid of you, but just don't jump on me, because that just always, you'll get a reaction. No, don't jump! Morning coffee is being prepared. We are going to do the Mpongolo Road this morning.
Cheers.
Cheers. We're ready to go. Another beautiful morning.
What are the gate times?
Bush. It's from 6 in the morning till 6 in the evening. Early morning games. The young ones always have a lot of energy. It's like cool. Having a big brother can't be easy. Never. You know what's interesting? You'll often find impala with a baboon, but big baboon males are actually known for eating the young impala lambs. Oh, that one is injured. Oh my word. See that? That impala. Oh no. Can't use its foot. Wow.
The calisthenics expert.
That one's going to fall. Look. Now, who doesn't like to lick the tar road? Look at that. Who doesn't like it? That one is having a lazy start to the day. Well, if no one else wants to groom me, I'll just groom myself. Listen to the impala ram calling his ewes. Either that or chasing other competition away. Small. This is the grooming parlor, the Kruger National Park local spa. When we were here about 3 months ago, this river was in flood. There was no sand to be seen. And typical of the African rivers, this is what it looks like most of the year. It's in flood for a day to 3, depending on how much rain fell over the area and that came down, and then it's almost like a stagnate river. So it is our second morning in Shingwedzi Camp, and we are going to do the Mpongolo road. It's a road that meanders on a riverbed.
Mpongolo River.
Mpongolo River, of course. And usually quite dense, especially this time of the year. And we expect to see a lot of elephant, herds of elephant, hopefully buffalo, and then other general game. So let's see what the day has in store for us. We were fortunate now to spot a leopard in the riverbed. It's quite far off. We're sitting on the tar road and the leopard is down below. I can never tell whether it's a male or a female.
Light color and smallish. She's gonna drink.
Oh wow.
Look at the reflection.
Oh wow.
Well spot.
Very, very aware of everything around him or her. You say female is usually lighter in color.
Well, a young male can also be like that.
Had enough water. And there the leopard goes. Oh wow. He's really taking his time.
Well, if you look at the color now, it could be a male.
I'm clueless. It's just beautiful.
Most beautiful African cat.
Yes. Solitary animal. Wow, beauty.
It's irritated now, it's all the people. Just look at the reflection in the water.
Wow. Ooh, now it's the back row. It is not easy to spot a leopard, and this is a real blessing. Wow. To observe a leopard for such a long period of time is also a rarity. Usually you'll just see them maybe crossing a road or running across a road and into the bushes, and for them to lie open, out in the open like this is a treasure. No, there he goes. It's a lazy day today. Just look at this beautiful scenery. These huge trees. It's like a tunnel of trees that await us. See how overgrown it is. You can hardly drive on this road. Oh, how wonderful it is to see the bush. So lush and green. The animals must think they are in paradise. Telltale sign that the elephant were here before us. Branches in the road. They were having a munch party alongside the road as well. After the good summer rains, there are a lot of these creepers that eventually covers the whole tree. This buffalo is full of mud. He must have rolled in the mud. Oh, he's getting up for us, just for us. Old, tired, and lazy. Yeah, you said it's the yellow-billed oxpecker.
Yes.
And they are quite
Quite
rare, yeah. And he's just fine with them, grooming him. They eat the ticks and the parasites on their skin. Now this is the other grooming parlor of the Kruger Park. This tree is known as the fever tree. In South African history, when the voortrekkers explored this part of the country, a lot of the people got sick and they thought that this tree excreted some sort of a poison that gave them a fever, when in fact it was actually malaria. But until today, this tree is known as the fever tree. Crocodile in the water below, lying dead still. Crocodiles are known to eat fish. They'll catch birds. An animal that comes to the water to drink is potential prey. Quite a few hippos in the water. Oh, there's the whole family having a swim party. They are in the water mostly in the day. Sometimes they'll lie on the riverbank, and then at night they will get out of the water and then they graze. As you can see, there is water over the low water bridge, and you can just imagine when you have floods in this area like we had earlier in the summer, that these low water bridges are completely underwater. I mean, the river's dry at the moment. So tonight is another good night of what we will call in South Africa a braai, a barbecue. So we have pork chops, and then what we call braai broodjies. It's bread, usually white bread, with cheese and tomato.